Great, so we're going to get this panel kicked off now that you know everyone with some questions. So the first question is, women are often uncertain about their unique strengths, maybe fearful of appearing overconfident in the workplace. How did you address this and overcome this to succeed? So I'd like Emily to start us off.
Sure. So I think, honestly for me, how did I combat this? When I started out, a lot of it was really based on like faking it till you make it, right? I didn't know what I was doing on my first job. And for me, it was a little bit about survival. And so if someone asked me a question, it was like, yes, that is what we're doing. And I'll kind of go back to my computer and kind of do a little bit of research and just figure it out as I go along. I think to some extent I still subscribe by that mentality, and I think what that had taught me was the importance of having confidence, right? At the end of the day, it's a lot about coming forward and making a statement, and then a lot of times people won't question you, and coming forward with like an authority. But I think that aside, despite the fact that I can come into most situations with a lot of confidence, I still think I suffer from a little bit of imposter syndrome, and I think we all do to some extent, right? And I can tell you for myself personally, I have always wanted to move into the tech space, but I have always been very intimidated by that because I don't feel like I have the proper tech skills or technical skills to be able to move in that space. And so for me, ways to combat that is by unpacking that a little bit and looking at things. I'm really good at project management, and so looking at my problems as though it's a project that I need to tackle. I'm breaking things down that way. So I would say that's kind of one way I kind of tackle it. But
it's interesting to hear other people's stories because it feels so similar, right? When you're first there, in any job, you have no idea, and that's okay, right? So give yourself a little bit of a pass on that. But one thing you should know for sure is that you are valuable. There's a reason that they said yes, right? And there's a reason that you're sitting in that seat. And by underestimating your own skills or abilities, you're definitely not doing the business a favor, right? They want all of their money's worth out of what they hired. They want all of the skills you bring to the table. So holding back in that way is not going to help you or them. I would also say that there is a little bit of, I can figure it out, right? And that is 100% what everyone else is doing too. Right? No one wants to say it, but everyone is doing that. Okay, go back, Google. Completely, YouTube is amazing. It will teach you basically anything you need to know how to do on a computer. And that is, at this point, it's like, that's one of these things, it's okay to say things that are true, right? Like, I am an intermediate to an advanced user of Excel. I have never taken an Excel class. I 100% learned it on YouTube. That's okay. It is true to say those things. And it's all right to kind of own the skills, the knowledge, and your right to be there. And I encourage you to do that. The second part of the question was, there is this fear of seeming overconfident. It does help to have champions. And that means that it helps to champion other people as well, right? So if you see someone doing a good job, recognizing them, talking about their success and how their accomplishments helped your accomplishments, you'd be amazed at how much they're willing to acknowledge your accomplishments and your contributions to their work as well. So championing others really helps find champions for yourself, and then you almost have to do less of the kind of statement piece of I know this and I can do that. Mm-hmm. Great.
I agree, and I think that it's important to know yourself as well. As Socrates said, know thyself. I didn't really know what that meant. I thought it was a superficial kind of a statement until many years later. But if you know your weaknesses and your strengths, you can better prepare yourself for what's to come. You can do research, you can learn through experience, because you can learn how to apply anything that you read online or in a book. You don't have to have everything laid out for you. The skillful part of what you do is learning how to apply what you're learning to a real world situation. And there are times when you can be wrong, but you have to have faith in yourself. You have to have faith in your skills, in your ability to make mistakes, but hopefully not make the same mistake twice. make new mistakes, because you have to learn and grow, and this is all the process that there is. It's all internal, and the external becomes what you contribute to the company, to the organization, and you have to have faith that you can do that.
I think the other thing I really liked in what you both touched on is, at the end of the day, it's like having a supportive community too, right? If you can't find that at work, find that outside of work, and I think that's like really important, because there are going to be low moments in your career and mistakes that you make, and you're going to have crappy days, and those days suck. But having a community and people you can lean on for those really crappy days, I think is really important.